The world of S.T.A.L.K.E.R is filled with many oddities, but one of the strangest is the geographical position of Pripyat. Hello S.T.A.L.K.E.R s, and welcome to the Anomalous Dugout. In this video, we will talk about a phenomenon that I like to call the Pripyat Paradox. So, what is the Pripyat Paradox? To understand it, let's take a look at the maps. First, in Shadow of Chernobyl, we can clearly see that the city of Pripyat is located directly south of the nuclear power plant and north of the radar. And this is the same in clear sky, even if the area is not accessible. However, the problem is that in reality, Pripyat is not located south of the CNPP, but northwest, as you can see on this real-life map. The decision to change the location of the city in the game was likely made so that all the maps could follow each other from south to north, building up to the finale of the game, the center of the zone. Well, is that really a problem? S.T.A.L.K.E.R takes place in an alternate universe, so it doesn't really matter if Pripyat was built in a different place, right? Except it does, because of the third game, Call of Pripyat. Indeed, it is made clear in Call of Pripyat that the ghost city is now located in its real spot, and so it breaks the continuity with both previous games. This is made clear by the fact that the Saturn and Jupiter areas are located west and north of Pripyat, which could not be possible if the city was positioned like it was in Shadow of Chernobyl and Clear Sky. Besides, it is obvious that Pripyat is closer to the center of the zone than Jupiter and Saturn, so it would mean that the CNPP is located in this direction, which corresponds to reality. This is also confirmed by the fact that Major Dekhtyarev starts the game north of Saturn, which would not make sense if the CNPP was up there. To recap, we have a major spatial discontinuity between Call of Pripyat and the other games. But that's not all. The original Pripyat map from Shadow of Chernobyl is not an accurate representation of the city, as some locations, such as the stadium, have been reorganized compared to the real Pripyat. On the contrary, the map from Call of Pripyat is extremely accurate and represents the city with a lot of fidelity. It seems that the developers chose to take a more realistic and accurate approach with Call of Pripyat locations, not only for Pripyat but also for other places such as Yanov Station and other random locations in Zaton that are heavily inspired by real-life locations from Chernobyl. So, now that you know what we call the Pripyat Paradox, let me explain why this is important. First of all, mods that want to combine all the maps from the trilogy have to make difficult choices on where exactly to put all the maps, and the Pripyat Paradox makes that a little bit weird. For example, in the mod Call of Chernobyl, the developers decided to have Pripyat south of the CNPP, but also to keep the coherence between Pripyat, Jupiter and Saturn. And because of that, Saturn is actually the closest location to the power plant, which is obviously wrong. But since it's a mod, it's fine. The real deal will come with S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, where the devs will have to resolve such problems. Since we know that the map in S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 will be a huge open world, it is possible that the city of Pripyat will be added completely, and that old locations from the previous S.T.A.L.K.E.R games will return. But where? Where will they place them so that the original plan of the zone remains, while also respecting the real-life location of Pripyat? Well, no one knows, but I definitely hope that they won't scrap everything and start a new map from scratch. That would be a disaster, because the players have grown accustomed to S.T.A.L.K.E.R maps, and that would also break the continuity between S.T.A.L.K.E.R games. To conclude, the Pripyat Paradox and other map problems will have to be addressed in some way or another by GSC in the upcoming S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. Until then, I thank you for watching, Stalkers. Let's hope for the best, and goodbye.